Shabbat Shalom, everybody. In a moment, we'll get started with our Kabbalat Shabbat service. We're going to begin together with our afternoon service with the Mincha service, and then we'll jump into Kabbalat Shabbat. First, I would like to welcome the Chang Kaplan family, and it is Lucy's bat mitzvah this weekend. Lucy, are you there with us?
Hi.
Hello! Shabbat Shalom!
Shabbat Shalom.
Okay, well, we're going to bring back Lucy toward the end of our service to lead Aleinu and the brachot for Shabbat. So stick around, and we'll cue you to turn your video back on in our evening service. So Mazal Tov to your family.
Thank you.
And Shabbat Shalom. We'll see you for Aleinu at the end of the evening service. We're going to get started together with our afternoon service. If you have the weekday Siddur Sim Shalom, please turn to page 120. And please say hello right in the chat. Say that you're here so that way I can acknowledge you and wish you a Shabbat Shalom personally. We're on page 120 in our weekday Siddur Sim Shalom. Ashrei Yoshevetech V'Yehelu Chasela Ashrei Yamshikach Lo Ashrei Am Shnei Lahavti Lo L'Ravim. Tehillah Taranai Daber Piv V'Recha Basar Shem Kodsho L'Olam V'Evan Achil V'Arech Yamei Tamei Olam. Hallelujah. Please rise for the Chatzi Kaddish, page 121. Yitkadav Yitkadash Merabah Me'amad Yivrachi V'Tevim Nichmachu Tevechai Echonu V'Mechonu V'Chai Nehol B'Yisrael Bagalav Yizman Kari V'Imru Amen Yehish Merabah Mevarach Le'Lam L'Mei Maya Yitzbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitzbar V'Yitzbar V'Naseh V'Yitzadav V'Yitzaleh V'Yitzalal Shmei L'Kudsha B'Yechuhu Le'ela Le'ela Mikol B'Chata V'Shirata Tushbechata V'Nechamata Damira Me'ama V'Yimruhu Amen. We'll join together for the Amidah, page 122b. Please rise and join along with me, page 122b. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elokei Avotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor HaNorah, Elohim Gomel Chasadim Tovi Mekonei HaKol Zocher Chasdei Avot Umevi Goel Livnei B'nehem L'man Shlo B'Ahava Zochreinu L'chaim Melechofetz B'chaim Chotzveinu B'Sefer HaChaim L'ma'ancha Elohim Chayim Melech Ozer V'Folkenu Mashiach U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'Folket Sarah אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיים מתים התערב להושיע מחלקל חיים בחסד מחיים מתים ברחמים רבים תומך רופאים ורופך עליהם מתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך מלך אמיץ ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה מי כמוך תנא ברחמים זוכה יוצר לחיים ברחמים ונאמנת לך ליום מתים ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים נקדש שמך בעולם כשם שמעתי שמותו בשמי מרום ככתוב על נביאך וכרזל זה ויאמר קדוש 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 אדוני צבא מלך הארץ כבודו לעומתם ברוך יאמרו ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו ובדברי קודשך כתוב לאמור ימלוך אדוני לעולם על היציאות לדור ודור הללויה לדור ודור נגיד ידיך ונצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לאמוש לעולם ועד כי המלך גדול וקדוש אתה ברוך אתה אדוני המלך הקדוש. If you are still praying your Amidah, please continue to do so at your own pace. Our service continues with Kaddish Shalem on page 134. Yitkadav Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah Be'amani V'achivte V'mlich Malchute B'chayechon V'yomechon V'chaydacho B'Yisrael V'glav Isman Kari V'imru Amen Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Olamei Almaya Yitzbarach V'yishtabach Yitzbarach V'menaseh Yitzarav Yitzaleh Yitzalel Shemini Kudsha B'richu La'ela Mikol Birchatza B'shirata Tishbechata V'nechamata D'miramei Alma V'imru Amen Heishlam Rabba Min Shemai V'chaim Aleinu V'kol Yisrael V'imru Amen Oseh Shalom Yiramav V'yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'kol Yisrael V'imru Amen Aleinu L'shabeach La'adon HaKol La'teit Gedula L'yotzer Breshit Shelo Asanu Ki Haratzot V'lo Samanu Kamishmachot Ha'adama Shelo Samchokenu Kahem V'gor Aleinu Kechol Hamona V'anachnu Korim ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Today is the 7th day of Tishrei, on which we recall the yortzites of May Bloomberg, Robert Cohen, Reuben Friedman, Nasrin Imani, Benjamin Lin, Betty Rosenberg, Frida Stern, Willie Wagman, Godrat Yagubian, and in a moment we'll bring in the 8th of Tishrei, on which we recall the yortzites of Lloyd Goldberg, Max Harvey, Ruth Harwood, Ann Hines, Sid Katz, Sophia Neiman, Minerva Polak, and Joseph Rosenblum. I'll invite all those in a period of mourning to rise, and we'll say the words of the mourners Kaddish together, page 136. Yitzkadash Shmei Rabbah Pe'ama Divrach Chirutei Pe'amlich Malchutei V'chayechon U'yomechon U'chayedecho Beit Yisrael Ba'agala U'bizman Kari V'imru Amen Yehi Shmei Rabbah V'varach Le'olam Olamei Omaya Yitzbarach V'yishtabach V'yitzpa'ar V'yitzroma V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yithalal Shmei Dekudsha B'richu La'ela Mikol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechamata Amiran Be'alma V'imru Amen Yehi Shlama Rabbah Min Shmaya V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen Oseh Shalom B'romav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Shabbat Shalom to everybody joining us on the chat, to Yochev, to Regina, Claudia Maleta, Shabbat Shalom to Edna Medizadeh, to Nathan, to Farideh and Brianni, to Judy Hoffman. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. So glad you're joining us. We're going to begin our Kabbalat Shabbat service together with, so you can turn in your Siddur Lev Shalem. We're on page 10 in the Siddur Lev Shalem. Normally, I'd provide a link to you, but we're having trouble with our links right now. So feel free to listen and sing along. Even if you don't know all the right words, hum and participate, share your voice. Yedid Nefesh, page 10. Yedid Nefesh, Aharachama, Meshochada, El Retzonach, Yarutab, Kemo Haya. Page 11. L'chunarana naladonai naria letzor hisheinu nekan mafana b'torah bismillah naria lokim. Arba'im shana hakud bedor va'omar am to'e levavheim veheim lo yadu derachai asher nishmati be'api im yevohu el menuchati. Page 13. Shiru ladonai shir chadash shiru ladonai kol haaretz shiru ladonai baruchu shemo basru miyom leyom yeshuato sapru vagoyim kevodo v'chol Turn to page 15. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismechuim rabim. Ohavei Adonai sinura shomer nafshot chasida me'ad reshayim yatzileim or zaru ala tzadik u'yishrelev simcha. Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai v'hodu lezecher kodsho. Page 17. Hello to Anna Marciano, to Judy B, to Lawrence Cleveland, to Roni Vadash. Shabbat Shalom. Say hello. I'd love to know that you're there. I'd love to know who's singing with us tonight. Page 17. I'll also remind you that Kabbalat Shabbat means accepting Shabbat. And this is the service that we prepare ourselves to take on Shabbat. We don't just enter Shabbat. We get ready, we sing, we listen, we hum together, and we try to bring in Shabbat with joy. So whatever that means for you, if it means listening, if it means singing along, if it means humming along, this service is meant to just prepare us to accept Shabbat, prepare us to enter this most holy day of the week. Mizmor Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash Mi Niflaot Asa Hoshia Lo Yemino Uzero Akodsho Odia Adonai Yeshuato Ve'inei Hagoyim Gilatzika Adonai Malach Yirgezu Amin. We're on page 19 and 20. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vishtachavu lehar kodsho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Page 21. Mizmor leDavid Amvul Adonai b'Eli Amvul Adonai Kevod Baoz Yainai Amvul Adonai Kevod Shemo Yishtachavu Adonai be'adra kodesh Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod yiri Adonai hamayim rabim O We'll turn to page 23 and join together for the words of Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi Lekrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Kabbalat Shamor v'zachor B'dibur echad Tishmiyanu El Hamiuchad Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad V'Shemo Tiferet V'Lichila Shabbat Kabbalat Likrat Shabbat Lechu b'nechad Ki mekor haberacha Merosh mikedem Nesucha Sod Maaseh Machshavat Tehila B'nei Shabbat We'll all rise and we'll turn to the very last verse and we'll welcome the Shabbat bride with the words Bo'i Shalom. Bo'i Shalom Ateret Bala Gam Besimcha Uvetzohala Toch Emuneh Ham Segula Bo'i Chala Bo'i Chala We'll turn to the bottom of page 28 with the words Tzadik Katzamar Yifrach, the Psalm for Shabbat. Hello to Roy Rashidi, to Roni Vadas, to Afshane Achavan, to Catherine MacLeod, to Mina Yushai Danish, to Dana Eliassian, to Peter Barrett. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Tzadik Katzamar, bottom of page 28. Tzadik Katzamar Yifrach Balano Yisken In a moment, I'll invite you to rise for the Mourner's Kaddish. If you are observing a Yortzeit this week, I'll invite you to include the name in the chat so I can read their names as well for the Mourner's Kaddish. This week, we observe the Yortzeits between the 8th and the 14th of Tishrei. We remember Paul Adler, Juliet Akiva, Sheila Amsterdam, Ruhola Barkot-Darian, Howard Barnes, Cora Bierman, Joseph Bruno, Murray Daly, Douglas Diaz, Marilyn Freeman, Abraham Friedland, Helen Gepner, Morris Gluckstein, Betty Gold, Lloyd Goldberg, Etta Goldberg, Marion Golden, Rose Gorelnick, C.S. Gorin, Mel Gorman, Max Harvey, Ruth Harwood, Ann Hines, Elaine Horwich, Leanne Lansue, Ray Jacobs, Joseph Josephson, Leo Isaiah Kaplan, Sid Katz, Blossom Katzman Miller, Julius Coleman, Yeshaya Corito, Alex Krauss, Esther Lampert, Sarah Liederick, Yvonne Levenkind, Lillian Marcus, Edamer Marcus, Harold Marshall, Jesse Mayer, Sam Mazzo, Rebecca Mosai, Nabi Nassim, Miriam Nahorai, Josh Nahorai, Sophia Neiman, Shoshana Noily, Jacobo Oberfeld, Sophia Pechman, Otakar Pick, Minerva Polek, Solomon Poplowski, Elaine Rakusin, Papa William Rappaport, Joseph Rosenblum, Elon Saar, Norman Schlossberg, Adele Schwartz, Lillian Schwartz, Batia Schwartz, Habiba Lashogi, Jenny Shumsky, Norman Slater, Richard Stark, Harry Stein, Samuel Steinbeck, Henry Stein, Benjamin Benish Orman, Harriet Walton, Harold Waterman, Clara Watts, Ben Wishnick, Isaac Wolfson, Robert Woolman, Richard Zacharias, and Lillian Zussman. I'll invite everybody who's in a period of mourning to rise, and we'll say the words of the Mourner's Kaddish together, page 30. Yitzkadal ve'yitzkadash shmei rabbah. Ve'amah divrach hirutei ve'amlich malchutei. V'chayechon u'vyom echon u'chay yedecho beit Yisrael v'agala u'bizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitzbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitzpa'ar ve'yitzramam ve'yitnaseh. Ve'yitadar ve'yitale ve'yitalal shmei dekudsha brichu la'etla. La'ela mikol birchata v'shira ta'atush v'chata v'nechamata da amitram be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Aseh shalom yiramav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. In Yochev, I see you also added Ronaldo Borges de Sousa ben Isabel and my son Jonathan de Sousa ben Julia. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. We pray to God for healing with all those with broken hearts, and let us say Amen. Before we begin our evening service, these days are getting shorter. Shabbat's coming in earlier, so I'm going to share a few words of Torah, but I'll keep it short. I want to talk about what it means when we say Gemar Chatima Tova, which we're saying now before Yom Kippur. And some people abbreviate it to Gemar Tov. It means finish with a good seal, or Gemar Tov is finish well. What does that mean? Why do we wish people a good finishing? Shouldn't we be wishing people a good beginning? We're starting the year. Well, I'll share a story with you. When I was in college, I was studying jazz piano. And there was one song I played for my teacher, which I completely botched. And he said, look, if you're ever messing up in a song, this is what you need to remember. Always end the song well. If you're playing with a band, it doesn't matter if you've been off the entire time. As long as you guys end together, as long as you end well together, then everybody will still clap. If you don't end well, even if you've played the whole song perfectly, you won't get that kind of applause. The same is true in our lives. Of course, we don't get applause every time we finish a year, which I think we should. It's very hard being a person, and somebody should at least give us some applause for trying our hardest. But at the end of the year, it really matters how you finish. That last moment is going to be the one that's going to color everything that came before. So this is why this is called Shabbat Shuvah. This is the Shabbat of returning. This is our last moment of the year. This is when we finish, we put the seal on our year. What is the back cover of your book going to look like this year? What is that last action that's going to put the seal on it? Who are you going to call? What are you going to say? How are you going to act as we finish out our year? Because I'll remind you, it doesn't matter so much how you played the song, but if you finish well, everybody will still applaud. So Shabbat Shalom. I'll invite you to rise. We'll begin our evening service together with the Baruch Hu on page 39a. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated. We're continuing on 39a. Baruch Atah. Umavir Yom Umeivi Laila Mabdil Ben Yom Uvein Laila Adonai Tzevot Shemo El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed Baruch Atah Adonai HaMa'ari V'Aravim. Ahavat Olam, page 40. Ahavat Olam. Ahavatcha al tersim mimenu le'olamim Baruch Atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. We join together for the Shema, page 41. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובביתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתה מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We continue on our own through the second and third paragraph of the Shema, page 42. והיה ויום אדוני משה לאמור דבר ישראל צלם שם תסיר אחרי רבותיו. Adonai Elohechem Emet. We're on page 43a. Emet. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל לחדו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך בהילים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילתו ספר למלכותך ראו בניך. בוקר יום לפני משה זה אלינו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פרדת יעקב וגלום יחזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גל ישראל. השכיבנו, page 45. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו שלום ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום אתה ועד עולם ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ולכל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. We rise and we'll sing the words of the Shamru, page 46. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת ונורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם מששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. Please rise for the Chatzi Kaddish, page 46. Yitzkada v'yitzkada shemei rabba be'amani v'chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayedecho beit Yisrael b'hagala u'bizman kari v'yimeru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach le'olam olamei halmaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitrama v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekutsha b'richu le'ela miko berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran behama ve'imru amen. We continue with the silent Amidah for the evening service, beginning on page 47 and ending on page 52. We'll take a few moments for silent prayer and reflection. Amidah on page 47. If you've not yet completed your Amidah, please continue to do so at your own pace. Our service continues with Kaddish Shalem on page 54. Yitzkada v'yitzkada shemei rabba be'amani v'chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayedecho b'Yisrael b'hagala b'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach le'olam olamei halmaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitzbarach v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekutsha b'richu le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiram me'ama ve'imru amen. Tikabal ton v'ton cho Yisrael kol v'hon v'yishmaya ve'imru amen. Yesh לנו רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו בכל ישראל ואמרו אמן. ועושה שלום ברמה ויעשה שלום עלינו בכל ישראל ואמרו amen. I will now invite Lucy, if you are there, to turn on your camera. Hello, and unmute your microphone. Hi, and Lucy, as our bat mitzvah this weekend, is going to lead us in Aleinu. You can follow along the words on page 56. Take it away, Lucy.
Thank you. Aleinu l'shabach la'adon ha'kol la'teket ola le'ter breshit shelo asanu kuguyeh ha'aratot velo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama shelo sam halkenu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam va'anachnu koreim umishtahavim umodim lifnei melech moken hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu.
Thank you, Lucy. There's do you want to lead us on the last lines at the end? No? Okay, I'll do that one then. At the end on page 57, you can follow along on the little red triangle. Kakatu b'toratecha Adonai himloch le'olam va'ed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai v'melech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Yes, her koach, Lucy. in a moment, we're going to call you back to light candles and to lead us in Kiddush and Motzi. Before we light candles, we're going to turn to page 59 and we say a special psalm for Shabbat. Why don't you feel free? You can just leave your camera on and just join us for the whole rest of the service. You can follow along in your Siddur on page 59. The David Adonai Ori Bishimi Mi Iran. Lulei ha'emanti leropetuv Adonai be'eretz chaim. Kaveh el Adonai chazak ve'ametz libecha v'kaveh el Adonai. Mourner's Kaddish on page 58. I invite anybody who sang Kaddish to rise and to say the words along with me, page 58. Yitz gadal v'yit kadash shmei rabbah. Ve'yama divra chirtei ve'amlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei lechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'bizman kari ve'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mitvarach le'olam u'lomei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitamam yinasei v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shmi dekudsha b'richu la'ela mikol berchata v'shirata v'shurchata v'nechamata da amiram b'yama v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabbah min shmaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. All right, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom, Lucy. Shabbat Shalom, David and Angela. I'll now invite Lucy. Oh, you're muted. But now that you're not muted, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Well, I'm so excited for your whole family this weekend. Lucy, Mazel Tov on your bat mitzvah. Look forward to celebrating tomorrow morning. And Lucy will lead us in our brachot for Shabbat and candle lighting, Kiddush, and Hamotzi.
Okay.
I'll ask everyone to rise as we light candles.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu
Hold on, wait. You're jumping the gun. That's Kiddush. Yeah, this one is, but you had the beginning correct. Yeah. So let's we'll slow down. We'll say it together. This is Lahadlik Ner Shel Shabbat. Yeah, I can tell there's a lot of good energy going through you right now. So let's do the blessing for the candles again. Yeah, we can do it together if you'd like.
Okay. That's the melody that I use, or that our family uses.
Okay.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav
v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Now that you're all warmed up for the Kiddush, I'll invite you to lift up your glass of grape juice, and Lucy will lead us in the Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Amen.
And then this is the longer one, if you wanted to do. Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodesho b'ahava u'v'ratzon hinhi lanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom tehila lemikra'ei kodesh zeker l'tziat mitzrayim Kivanu v'harta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha b'hava v'ratzon hinhaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen.
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 Amen. And Lucy, you have your chalot ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should I say the blessing over the chalot?
Yes.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lehem min haaretz. Amen.
Amen. Lucy, Mazel Tov. I hope this is an exciting weekend. It certainly will be memorable. That's pretty cool. Why don't we end our service today? Lucy will sing you Siman Tov U'Mazel Tov on your bat mitzvah. Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov. Well, Mazel Tov, Lucy. More to come tomorrow, more celebrations, more Shabbat, and Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for helping us bring in Shabbat. I hope this is a beautiful week for your family. Shabbat Shalom, Lucy. Shabbat Shalom, Angela and David. Shabbat Shalom to everybody joining us. I look forward to sharing Shabbat together tomorrow. And then, of course, all of our Yom Kippur programming coming up this week. Everybody's invited to join us for services. Last plug, Chassidut and Havdalah. They're moving up. Now Havdalah is going to be at 7:30 and our Saturday night Chassidut class at 8 o'clock. I look forward to learning with you. So with that, Shabbat Shalom. I'll sing us off. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shabbat.